April 10th. Too busy. We must use what we learn or we will lose it, no matter how long we have been clean. Basic text, page 85. After putting some clean time together, some of us have a tendency to forget what our most important priority is. Once a week or less, we say, I've got to get to a meeting tonight. We've been caught up in other things, important for sure, but no more so than our continued participation in Narcotics Anonymous. It happens gradually. We get jobs, we reunite with our families, we're raising children, the dog is sick, or we're going to school at night. The house needs to be clean, the lawn needs to be mowed, we have to work late, we're retired, there's a good show at the theater tonight. And all of a sudden we notice that we haven't called our sponsor, been to a meeting, spoken to a newcomer, or even talked to God in quite a while. What do we do at this point? Well, we either renew our commitment to our recovery or we continue being too busy to recover until something happens and our lives becomes unmanageable. Quite a choice. Our best bet is to put more of our energy into maintaining the foundation of recovery on which our lives are built. That foundation makes everything else possible, and it will surely crumble if we get too busy with everything else. Just for today, I can't afford to be too busy to recover. I will do something today that sustains my recovery. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is Just for Today, and I do something every day that has to do with recovery. First thing in the morning, there's prayer, meditation, my daily readings, and then I have sponsees and a sponsor that I communicate with. We do gratitude lists, so I'm on 3 different threads that I do gratitude lists with. And then I hit meetings consistently. I have commitments, secretary a couple of meetings. I'm a coffee guy at one, a literature guy at another, GSR. I go to area meetings. I'm on H&I, so I do panels. Part of a club, so I go with the Sober Motorcycle Club, and we go do panels, and we do fundraising events for recovery facilities and things like that. And then I have an alumni group that I attend, for the rehab that I went to, and then they do fundraiser events, 5K run fundraisers. We do a thing where we go downtown and we give away a bunch of free food to needy people. And that's all through the Recovery Foundation. And then I'm going to school for psychology. Addiction studies is a particular, but ultimately it's almost everything I do outside of spending free time with my family and enjoying life has to do with recovery. And that's not for everybody. Not everybody can pack that much in to their life. And then at times I have to let a meeting suffer to go do something else. A lot of times I'll leave one meeting to go do something else recovery based. So if I don't show up to my alumni meeting, it's because I'm going to a club function, or vice versa, whatever. But I know that the minute I stop, and there's been a week where I was prepping for a camping trip with my son, and I decided to take some time away from meetings that week so that I can get everything, all the dirt bikes, all the the RV that I was renting, all this different stuff situated so that it was a good camping trip. And by the time I got back, my wife's like, your attitude sucks. Like you're snappy, you're short, you probably need to get to a meeting. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. And it only took a week for me to start to fall off of that spiritual path, to fall off of that path of enlightenment, so to speak. I started to feel it without even knowing it, but the people around me sure could tell. So it's one of those things, we have to keep recovery ahead of everything else, or we lose anything we put ahead of it. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.